was selected, and 29 September. So the fourth round was group discussion round. Yes, I got rejected with Singapore. So in my English essay test, I wrote Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, the Air Hostess TV. First of all, wishing each one of you a very happy new year 2022. May all your dreams do come true this year. Sending you lots of luck and wishes. So guys, today's episode is going to be about how did I clear my Qatar Airways interview in the very first attempt. This video is going to be in a form of a storytelling and it is going to be a little longer as compared to my other videos. So stay tuned with me till the end. I will share with you all the rounds I went through during the interview process. You are definitely going to learn this video if you are planning to be a cabin crew. So stay tuned with me till the end. So let's start our video. I'm going to take all of you to 9 years back from today. Yes guys, it was the year 2012 when I gave my first interview for Qatar Airways. That time I was already working with Indigo Airlines as a cabin crew. When I was going for the interview, I was not aware of that my life was about to get changed, of course for good. So those days the interviews used to come in the newspapers. So one day I saw the interview in the newspaper and I decided that I'm going to appear for this interview. I would say that I was nervous. I was full of anxiety as well that what will happen in the interview. But I would say I was little confident as well. Little, not too much, but little confident as well because the reason for that was that I was already working for an airline as a cabin crew, and before becoming a cabin crew I already had experience of working in 5-star properties. Yes guys, I have worked with hotels as well. I worked with hotels for 3 years, so I had good amount of experience before appearing for this interview. I clearly remember the entire interview process lasted for 3 days, and the interview was held in Hyatt Regency, Dhala Kuan, New Delhi. I clearly remember there were around 500 girls, approximately 500 girls that day who appeared for this interview. They all were very well groomed, all very well dressed up and were ready to give 100%. So the first round was like submission of the CV. So while submitting my CV, the QR team, one of the lady from the QR team, she asked me 2 questions, very basic questions like introduce yourself and what are you doing these days. So I answered them and I submitted my CV. The same lady, she told me that if you are shortlisted for the next rounds, we are going to give you a call back by evening, so you have to wait, but you can go home. So of course I came back, and then I was having lots of questions in my mind that whether I will get the call or not, because I feel that it was all about first impression. The first round was only for like 2 minutes. So but by evening I got a call that I have been shortlisted for the next rounds and I had to go to Hyatt. So next morning I reached Hyatt Hotel for my next rounds, and what I saw was the number of candidates shortlisted for the next rounds were half of the first round. Yes. So the second day QR team gave us a small presentation regarding Qatar Airways as an airline, about Qatar Airways airline, Doha, about Doha, what you can do in Doha. So this was a small presentation which lasted for around 30 to 45 minutes only. And that day I was so impressed by the lady who was giving us the presentation. I still remember till today. I know it is quite funny, but I have to share this thing with you guys that I still remember the lady, what was she wearing that day? She was wearing a white color business suit, had lots of elegance, confidence and poise. I think this is the power of first impression. So you never know who is going to influence you around you. So you should be learning from people around you, like I learned that day, the elegance and poise from that lady. So second round was an English essay test. The topic was tell us about your failure which you faced and what you learned from it. So, guys, let me tell you one thing before I. So, guys, let me tell you this that prior to this interview, I appeared for Singapore Airline interview and I got rejected. Yes, I got rejected with Singapore Airline in the group discussion round. So I assume the reason of my rejection that day with Singapore Airline was that I became a little aggressive while putting forward my points, where actually the interviewer came in between and had to calm me down. Guys, so guys, you can't be like this in a group discussion because it is a discussion. You do not need to fight or raise your voice in group discussion. I'm going to make a separate video about how to conduct yourself in a group discussion round, and also stay tuned with me. So in my English essay test, I wrote about my failure which I experienced in Singapore Airline interview and what I learned from it. So everything I wrote in that English essay test. So after the English essay test, they gave us 1 hour to 1 hour 15 minutes break. After we came back from the break, they told us who all cleared the English essay test, and those who were not able to clear the interview, they were sent back home. So the third round was height and weight, very straightforward. For the height, they will ask you to touch 212 centimeter on without heels and on your tiptoes. You can be on your tiptoes and you can touch 212 centimeter. So the fourth round was group discussion round. Group discussion, we were divided into small groups of 4 to 5 girls in each group, and then we were given a topic. So I already had an experience, a bad experience with Singapore Airline in the GD round, as I told you. So I made sure that I did not repeat the same mistake. So during group discussion round, the QR team, they were observing each and everything during GD round, our body language, our tone, our hand gestures, were we giving enough time, opportunity to other person to speak, how actively we were participating. So after this round, whoever was selected was asked to declare if they had any marks, scars or birthmarks. So then whoever was shortlisted were asked to come next day for the final round, which was one-on-one. So I was shortlisted, and then I went on the third day. Third day I saw we were only 40 to 50 girls left for the final round, and it was basically one-on-one round where they asked me very basic questions, nothing rocket science or any technical question regarding an aircraft or about the airport, nothing like that. Very basic questions like tell us about yourself, what are you doing these days, how did you handle a rude customer, which movie did you watch last. So these were like basic questions. They were just checking your confidence. They will just check your confidence, how confident you are, how well you can communicate, and all these kind of things. This final round of mine lasted for like 15 to 20 minutes, and after this round I was told that if I am shortlisted, I would receive an email from Qatar Airways. So then I came back home. Then I used to check my emails every day to check if I've got any email from Qatar Airways. 1 month passed and I did not get any email from Qatar Airways. I started thinking that maybe I'm not selected. I was literally losing my patience. But after 1.5 months, I got a mail stating that I was shortlisted and I had to go ahead with my medicals, which was the last step. So they gave me the entire list of medicals which were supposed to be done via email. They also asked me to submit a photograph in a particular format like this. Then after this, finally after 3 months, I got, yes, it was little more than 3 months, I got a congratulations mail from QR that I'm selected. I was selected, and 29 September 2012 was my joining date. So guys, be patient with the interview process. It can take long, but it is worth waiting. Also guys, if you're not able to clear the cabin crew interview in your first attempt or second attempt or third attempt, then do not be disheartened at all. As I told you, I was also rejected with Singapore Airlines, and then I got through with Qatar Airways. My father always used to tell me when I was giving all these interviews in the year 2010, 11, where I faced failures as well. He always used to tell me that you should never be scared of giving interviews, because giving interviews is also an experience. Each interview will teach you something or the each rejection, each failure will also teach you something, and that's how we grow in life and we learn in life. So on that note, if you have liked this video, like this video, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you on my next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.